guys, welcome to another one of our reviews. I'm the Worm and this is the Proton. Today we're doing another juice review that we did receive free of charge from e-smokeless.co.uk. This will not affect our review in any way, shape or form. It will be true and honest review as...
always. Today, what we're going to do...
I don't know guys, I don't know.
I have things wrong with me in my head.
He's on one.
I am on one today. Today what we're doing is the RY4. It's Hangsen RY4 from e-smokeless. Lovely bloke called John. We've got both strengths, or two strengths. We've got 18 and a 12. I'll be running the 18.
Again guys, blue leaf for 12s, orange for 18s, and yellow for 24.
Indeed. You've also, whilst we're doing bottles, also got your needle nose tips on them bottles as well, and it's all of them now, which is... We've seen a couple of other reviews. I know it seems like almost like trivial to go. It's really good. It is so much better than just having a normal drop bottle. I really
like to drop in every video just because it is.
I think it's nice that it's done, because even companies that offer these kind of bottles tend not to offer them on all of the liquids. And I know John had some that didn't have them on, which were from a batch that he was waiting to sell, and everything from them would have them on. So by now, hopefully, every liquid's got them on. If not, if you're that worried about it, I'm sure John will quite happily respond to a message if you ask him. Very quick cliff notes on the bottles: £4.50 for 15ml, which is one of these ones, or you've got £5.99 for a 30ml bottle delivered for £1. Astonishingly good value for the liquids we've had so far. They've all been very nice.
That was a 12, guys. It's running on a 1.7 on 3.9, I think it is. RY4 meant to be like caramelised tobacco, and obviously Mr. Proton was telling me, because I didn't really know, because I don't really focus on tobacco flavours, but the higher the number on the RY, the more caramelised it's meant to be.
From what I've seen, I've only seen 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I've never seen an RY1.
So, but the RY4, very, very mild tobacco. I wouldn't say extremely caramel, but definitely caramel. It is more like a dark caramel. I kind of taste it. The way I taste it is like the kind of caramel you kind of drip over cakes with light ends, with like a spoon. And that sounds weird, but that's what the taste I'm getting. It's like a very rich caramel, but it's not overpowering rich. It's just
like them. I've just nailed it. It's like them caramel eclairs. You know, instead of the chocolate on,
yes,
got the caramel
yes,
on.
that's the
one.
Like
that,
like them. But it's rich, but not so rich that it's overpowering your palate by any means. It's just it's very moreish. It's but there is a slight tobacco on the exhale. Very slight.
For me, that's what I think the caramel is. I think it's like the caramel eclairs as opposed to the chocolate eclairs. That caramel kind of, that strength, that's what it tastes like as it goes in your mouth. As Worm said, it is, I'd say a mild tobacco. It's almost like you've crossed a silk cut with a caramel eclair. But it's actually very good. I mean, the first couple of pulls I just had of that, when Worm said mild tobacco, I was thinking that's a bit more than mild. But I think you get over that first 2 pulls. It's the same when you go from one juice to another. You get over the first 2 pulls and it levels a bit. It is, on the way in, it is all sweet, lovely stuff, like really kind of caramelly. There's a earthiness from a tobacco, but you couldn't pinpoint that as a tobacco. And then on the exhale, the sweetness kind of fades off, and you get a bit of that tobacco. For me, anyway, that's kind of what I'm tasting. Move on to the 18.
Yeah, you're making that.
Bottles.
Yeah. Did we go through the chip? No, right. We've got the got your tactile labels on the side there, not tactically placed. You've got your chip compliant on the side there. You've got obviously child safety cap, and you've got your needle nose at the top, which you did point out.
Point out needle nose, but yeah, it is a very good thing. I need to drip again, sorry.
Professional as always.
Sorry, I haven't mentioned A7, 1.70 core, running probably a lot higher than I should.
12 volts.
4.7. Doesn't go up to 12.
He would if he could. Kind of run out.
Yep, sorry. Professional. Right, guys. Maybe. Basically, off of the 18, I'm getting a similar caramel sweetness as it goes in, a similar kind of tobacco taste as it goes out. It should taste the same. That's why we're kind of doing 2 different flavours. But changing the nicotine strength does change the way that the flavour comes across slightly. For me, it's not quite as sweet as the 12.
So I've just got a button here. If you're noticing the vapour here, guys, it's just because he's floated it.
Indeed.
It's not the actual juice.
Sorry, I've lost what I was saying. In the 12, it's slightly sweeter. than it is in the 18, which was exactly the same in the cherry review that we did. The 12 did seem slightly sweet, and I think the nicotine does kill off a little bit of that sweetness, and it's enhancing, for me, enhancing that tobacco flavour slightly. Still only on the exhale, it just doesn't seem quite as mild as it did on the 12mg strength.
Yeah, on the 18, definitely noticing the tobacco more, but I think that is down to me noticing the nicotine strength, which is why it's kind of...
It's more of a throat hit notice than it is a taste. It tastes slightly strong, but it's more on your throat. You know,
to be honest, the taste to me is exactly the same. I'm just noticing it more because of the nicotine strength in there. So, in terms of 12, what it's meant to taste like, a caramelised tobacco, it's a 10. For the 18, it's a 10. For me, the 12 is a little bit higher because it's a little bit more subtle on the tobacco taste, because I don't like them. The RY4 is actually quite surprised. I'm going to give it a 9.5. I actually could vape that. That is actually very nice. The 18, on the other hand, 6 for me, because I'm just noticing that tobacco too much.
We didn't put out PG-VG ratio. 70 to 80% PG-VG, dependent on blend, but we don't know. We don't know. No one knows. It's a secret. For me, for what they're supposed to taste like, a sort of a caramel or sweet tobacco. They both taste of a caramel sweet tobacco 10s. They do taste what they're supposed to taste like. It's just they can't really get any better than that. For me personally, on the 12, 10. I actually really like that. It's a surprise. We've more me than Worm, because he doesn't vape tobaccos really at all. I've wanted to try an RY4 a lot, and of the RY series, if you want to call them that, sort of 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s, 4 does seem to be the most popular amongst the people that I know and speak to anyway. So I wanted to try one, and I'm not disappointed. With the 18, on the other hand, as well as pointed out, the tobacco's coming through slightly more, and it's a bit more throat hit. The throat on the 12.
I think it's to do with the nicotine strength that you notice.
It's definitely to do with the nicotine strength. We vape predominantly 6s and 12s. I mean, I will vape an 18 and 24 as I fancy. You don't move up and down as much as I do, but
I generally stick around 12.
For me, on the 18, I'm going to give it a 7. The throat hit on the 12.5, basically no throat hit at all. On the 18, I'm getting more of a 3 or 4 out of 10. It's not massive by any means. It's just, I think, if I want a sweet flavour, I just want it sweet, and if it tastes a little bit of tobacco afterwards, it's perfect for a beer. Sorry. But again, our personal tastes, those marks, take them as you will. We're just trying to help you along with how this flavour tastes to us. It may taste slightly different to you. These juice reviews have, and always will be totally subjective. 2 of us helps, but we can only do so much.
That's it. I mean, your taste buds are going to completely vary to ours. If you are like me and you don't like tobaccos, it's probably not one you want to pick up. It's not bad, but you probably want to stick more towards the ones you actually like first, and then maybe try this one. Definitely. If you're a tobacco vapor, definitely give this a go. This might get you off wanting that tobacco taste and not craving the fags anymore.
It kind of melds the two, because typically you've got tobacco flavours and sweet flavours. This kind of brings them both together, and it's actually quite a pleasant combination of the two, which was kind of unexpected.
Especially for me.
Indeed.
I was dreading this one. I always do. Every tobacco one I'm seeing, like, really, the tobacco's already here?
God. Ooh, cherry as well. But it is what it is. A bit of flapping from us at the end of this one, why not? Hopefully we've cleared up whatever RY4 is if you wasn't sure, and if you were sure, hopefully we've cleared up how it tastes a little bit. For the price, worth a punt, it really is. $4.50 for 15ml, $5.99 for 30 ml. You really can't go wrong.
Pound delivered.
Pound delivered. What can you say to that? Thank you very much, guys. I've been Mr. Proton. This has been the Wriggly Worm.
Catch you soon, guys.
Catch you soon.